When you think of art, what is the first thing that comes to mind? To me, and probably to a lot of you, the first thing is color. Did you know that there's even an area of study in art called color theory, or that math plays a part in it? Well, today, instead of doing an art project, we're going to look at a phenomenon, mixing colors. Remember learning about the primary colors in elementary school? Red, blue, and yellow? These three colors, along with black and white of course, are called the primary colors because they are the only colors needed to make every other hue. And do you remember the basic color rules? Red and yellow make orange, blue and yellow make green, and red and blue make purple. But we don't only have these 6 colors, right? I mean, my favorite color is teal, but I don't see that here. Or if you've ever gone to a paint store, you can see all the colors they offer. To make these other colors, we need math, and this is where ratios come in. For example, what happens if I add more red than blue when mixing them together? What does it create? Well, the purple seems more pinkish than before, right? That's because we changed the ratio of red to blue when mixing. And if we do the opposite, the color becomes more bluish because we added more blue than red, changing the ratio. And when we change those ratios, the end product is always different, helping to create the entire spectrum of colors. If the amount of, let's say, blue and yellow were the same, the ratio of them would be 1, since both the numerator, representing blue, and the denominator, representing yellow, would have the same number of drops, or the amount of each color. But what if we had more blue than yellow? For example, we have 10 drops of blue and 5 drops of yellow. What is the ratio between them now? If you simplify, it should give you a ratio of 2, also seen as 2, 1, which we know is greater than 1. Now let's switch it. Let's say there's 10 drops of yellow and 5 drops of blue. What is the ratio now? Simplify and you get 1/2, which is less than 1. From this, we can tell that the ratio will be greater than 1 whenever there's more blue and less than 1 whenever there's more yellow. Keep in mind though, this is only true because of the way we set up our ratio, with blue being the numerator and yellow being the denominator. What happens when I mix more blue than yellow? In other words, what happens if the ratio of blue to yellow is greater than 1? The color, instead of being completely green, will become more like teal. And if the ratio is less than 1, meaning that there is more yellow than blue, the color will become more of a yellowish green, also known as chartreuse. Let's look at some of the colors I have here. These colors are both purple, but obviously have different hues. This is because one of the purples has more blue, while the other has more red. And what about these? They're both orange, but one is more reddish, while the other is more yellowish, causing them to be different colors. And lastly, these greens. One is obviously more yellowish, or chartreuse, while the other looks more like the green we know, with a little bit more blue. This is because of the ratio of yellow to blue. Even though we just scratched the surface of this fascinating phenomenon, you now know truly how much math is in art, even if it is as simple as mixing colors. And to create the same hue again and again, we need to create a specific set of ratios to help standardize the colors that we know and love. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time you go to a paint store or making your own piece of art, Try to see what ratio or mixing of colors you might need to create the one that you want. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!